Hello, hello! What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am reviewing something that I don't review often. I'm talking about Disney Pixar films. I had to review this because I am trying to catch up on just some 2017 films that I was curious about, that I heard good things about, and this was at the top of many people's list. I'm talking about Coco. Coco, like I said, animated film that the plot centers around this Mexican kid and his Mexican family, which is something that even I, somebody who doesn't watch a lot of Pixar films, can know that you don't get all that often. You see that he aspires to be a musician, and his family, especially his grandmother, is against it. Not only do they not want him to do that, but they just don't want anything to do with music. They almost ban music in their family. This kid doesn't care though. He goes off to try to get the guitar and become this musician. He goes to try to get his great-great-grandfather's guitar. In doing so, he somehow gets lost in the underworld, or like the ghost world. Because he stole from the dead, he gets brought into the dead world, and he meets all of his dead family, and he gets to meet his dead great-great-grandfather, and he basically gets to understand what happens when you die, what it means when you die. This movie is so much going on. I definitely did not expect that, even from all the good things I heard about the movie, even from all the people who put it in their top 10 list, or people who were putting it in their top Pixar movies of all time. I saw those reviews, I heard a lot about it, but I still wasn't expecting what I got here. First, let's talk about the main kid, Miguel, who's voiced by Anthony Gonzalez. I'm not familiar with this kid, but I thought he was great as the voice. Especially, I always say, with child actors, it's almost tricky. It's touch and go. You can get a really good one, or you can get one that just almost ruins it. And this kid, it was just his voice, but I still thought he brought that innocence to the character, brought a likability factor to the character, especially when you really think about it. He's disobeying his parents, he's disobeying his grandmother, he's going against his family. I understood where he was coming from in his anger, but there's a moment where he says, I don't even want to be in this family anymore, and runs away. And you could play that, like you can get a certain kid to do that, and it sounds annoying, it comes off whiny, and you end up disliking him. But no, they played that up perfectly. And let's talk about the animation. The fact that this is a Mexican family, the fact that this does take place around the Day of the Dead holiday, like that was even better. It gave the animators more creative liberty to do certain things that you wouldn't see before. Not only do you get to play with the makeup and the creepy face paint designs that even Miguel wears once he's in the other side, but when you do get to the other side, you see all of these bone characters, the people who are dead. They never, like, you would never think that a movie essentially for kids would make death seem so appealing, right? You see these characters, and not only are they made of bones, but whenever they jump off of high places and they break apart, they form back together. They talk about just how peaceful it is there and how much they seem like they enjoy it. But then they also make it scary, and that's where some of the sad elements come in, where you meet characters who, if they get forgotten about, like if people on the real world, the real side, if they forget about you completely, if there's not one person who remembers you, then you go to the ultimate death. You disappear. You go to a place where no one even knows if there's anything after that. It's sad. You follow Miguel and this character Hector, who he's running out of time, and I don't want to get too spoiler heavy here. I know by now most people have probably seen it, but I don't want to do that. I'll just say that I enjoyed where these characters went. I enjoyed their friendship, their relationship together, their back and forth. Seeing Miguel be so passionate about music was something nice to see for a kid and for other kids to watch as well. And the twists and turns that this movie went to. There was a lot of twists and turns, especially when Miguel meets his great-great-grandfather, Ernesto de la Cruz. He's voiced by Benjamin Bratt. I thought he was great. This film surprised me. It really took me aback. I'm not going to say I cried. I didn't cry. But I definitely felt those heartfelt moments. I watched it with my girlfriend, and she was bawling her eyes out. She'll never admit it. But like 3 or 4 times, different times, she was just crying and crying. If she was here in this review, she'd probably be able to see that emotion that it meant to her and gave to her. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too saw Coco. What did you think of it? I do want to do like a Disney Pixar marathon. I want to watch, review a bunch of movies that I've missed out on over the years and revisit some of the films that I haven't seen since I was a kid. Let me know in the comments below what are some of the good Pixar films I should add to that list. Maybe 10, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!